Hello and welcome back to Sarah's Spare Corner. My name is Sarah. I am the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming as well as arts, crafts, and various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas as I am a philosophy major, and when I'm not bored, I might travel places and I might post about it. Today we are going to attempt to try out a game that I had just bought for the Switch 2. And I say attempt because I am in the midst of trying to troubleshoot OBS right now. This is kind of a testing video. OBS has my CPU at almost 82.3%. I'm not even sure where that's coming from because I removed a bunch of things off of OBS and it's stressing me out a little bit. So we're going to be able to see whether or not this is going to even work because I've been trying to figure out a way to get back into streaming. And there's no way I'm going to stream if my computer is constantly shuddering at 83%. Unless that's it doesn't matter. I don't know. But it's really just a test to see what's going to happen. So let's switch over to the game. But before we do that, I just want to give a little caveat. I've been thinking a lot about games that I would love to play. And oddly enough, this is one of them. I know it's probably going to be potentially a mobile game for the Switch 2, but that's fine. At least you'll know, and I'll know. And also this game was on sale, so I don't, but also though it's Star Trek, kind of play. But I'm wondering if it's going to be more like a mobile game. Hopefully not. But anyways, let's switch over. This is a very weird angle for myself. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to fix this quickly. There we go. Although I might have to flip myself as well. There we go. Now that makes more sense. I still feel like there might be it would just make myself a little bit larger. So, Okay, we are in my Switch 2 now. There were a bunch of games that were on sale, so I got a couple. Hogwarts Legacy. I'm very excited to play that when I do. Subnautica was on sale. Both of them for really decent prices. So we're going to play Star Trek Voyager. Yeah. Probably turn that down a little bit. Adjust the brightness. Should be barely visible. Okay. So this is barely visible. I see it's there. Oh, I should probably turn down the music. I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, I really want to listen to the music though. What's the point of playing this game without music? It's gonna get me in trouble, though. Okay, let's just... Yeah. Okay, so there's adventure, focus on the journey, recommended for players who want to enjoy the story and exploration without constant pressure to fight or survival. Resources are plentiful, combat is manageable, dialogues and away missions are less challenging. Homesickness is a minor problem. Oh, I'm glad that they added homesickness in there because honestly, homesickness was something that was kind of it wasn't fully removed from the show, but I wish people had more depressive episodes. Survival, the authentic Delta Quadrant experience recommended for experienced strategists and resource managers. Resources are limited, combat is challenging, dialogues and away missions are demanding, homesickness is a problem. Okay, let's try to turn the music back up. Don't get me in trouble. You're the captain of the Federation starship Voyager, manage your ship, crew, and a pilot, of course, through...
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern,
it's Deep Space Nine.
Smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands.
Right.
Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis.
Oh my gosh, I
she
realize
puts in
who
a good
this
word
is.
for me at my next
I can't
work.
remember his name.
Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
I can't... Paris! That's it, it's Paris. Lieutenant Paris? Catherine Janeway. Gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, You are fresh from the academy. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy. Ready for your first deep space assignment. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope to live up to your expectations. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris. That's it, Tom Paris. I'm trying to figure out how to say this in a very Janeway kind of response. And I don't have the raspy, I've smoked cigarettes for 20 years sound. Ensign Kim, I trust you met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer. A former former Maquis pilot who helped us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel, Tom Paris. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I am the best damn pilot in the sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. Harry Kim, the Maquis. Wow, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Tom Paris, relax. I was with the Maquis only for a few weeks before I was captured and sent to the lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Harry Kim says, penal colony? Catherine Janeway, enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us to the Badlands. Maximum warp. So we're going full, like, very first episode here. Into the Badlands. The Badlands. Oh my god, how many words am I gonna trip over in here? The Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for a challenge. Yeah, she is. Harry Kim says, scanners are picking up no other vessel in the system, Captain. Catherine Janeway says, it's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues... Why am I not able to read right now? It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? Tom Paris says, I wasn't expecting Maquis of the Year, Captain. They did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Harry Kim says, Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent tetryon beam. Oh no. Oh no. The technobabble is gonna get me. I'm reading a coherent tetryon beam scanning us, and a displacement wave heading towards us. Incoming. A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Catherine Janeway says, Red alert, Helm. Evasive maneuvers. Harry Kim says, too late. The wave will intercept us in 5 seconds. Catherine Janeway says, brace for impact. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, and then this is the beam that shoots them all the way off into the Delta Quadrant. Aftermath. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Catherine Janeway says, damage report. Harry Kim says, major hull and deck damages, the transporters are offline, and we're receiving casualty reports. Catherine Janeway says, bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I've got an injured crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. Harry Kim says, Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. Oh no, here's another one. The deuterium? Yeah, deuterium. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core's gone gray mode. I did not say gray mode. Warp core's gone gray mode. We're on reserves barely. Catherine Janeway says, Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. Harry Kim says, external sensors are offline. Stellar cartography. Cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Okay, Catherine Janeway to engineering. We need a stellar cartograph back online now. Okay, select the question mark. Icon 1. That's not a question mark. Select the question mark icon 1 on the left of the screen to revisit any tutorial screens by pressing the left button 2 times. Okay. Activate stellar cartography. You know what? I'm Googling this word. How do I say that word? How to pronounce cartography.
Cartographer. Cartographer means
Cartographer.
Cartography.
Cartography. Cartography. No. This dyslexia, dude. Cartography. Activate the stellar cartography in the lower left part of the ship. To activate it, open its menu by selecting the room and switching on the power supply to. Okay. So, offline. And we switch it. We can upgrade it later, but we're going to switch on. Harry Kim says, Captain, sensors are picking up something out there, but, Tom Paris says, what Harry is trying to stammer is, we're not in the Badlands anymore. Catherine Jade says, what? What is that thing? Where are we? Tom Paris says, if our sensors are working, we have jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. Catherine J says, it's the Delta Quadrant. How? Harry Kim says, Captain, life support systems are failing. Catherine J says, this array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us the deuterium source. Okay. Scan points of interest 1. Mark the white question marks to reveal resources. Marked with white question marks. Okay. And scan until you reveal deuterium, the level resource. Okay. So we could scan with Y. Let's grab the deuterium then. Wait, I didn't even see. There's deuterium here? Like... Okay. Tutorial system mats. Navigate. Navigate and travel to various locations. While traveling, the time passes in the form of cycles. Where is that? Where is the cycles? Oh, up at the corner there. I see. When visiting points of interest, you can choose between different approaches with different risks and outcomes. The different colors of the chance bar, okay, represent the possible outcomes. Dark green and light green, excellent and good outcomes. Higher resources, such as extra resources, morale increases. Yellow, average outcomes, can include minor setbacks. And orange and red, bad and terrible outcomes lead to low rewards, and medium to major setbacks like destroying rooms, hull damage, or severe injuries. Okay. So what can you tell me about here? It says there's deuterium, but it doesn't give out any information. I'd like to know more. Nothing new to reveal. But how do I know if it's like a good planet or not? This one has duranium. What do you have? This is deuterium as well, but that's just a straight up gas giant. This is deuterium and question mark. Deuterium. So there's definitely a few planets in this area that have deuterium. It's just, I don't know if I trust these planets. Like, that's just a ball of fire. There's our ship. Class J planet. This one looks like it has life. Can you tell me more? Okay. Borg nanites. What did I say? Nanites? Okay. Glad that the Borg is here. Bio-neutral gel packs. No production in process. Science points. Dilithium. Deuterium. Cycles. Energy. Warp core and gray mode. Batteries. Deuterium. Tritanium. Food. Right. And then crew. A sector threat level. We don't know anything about the sector, right? I just wish that you could, like, tell me more. We can go real close. So we're here. I don't know what class planet does what, though, you know? Like, I wish you'd tell me more. Alright, well, let's go here. Okay, collect. Okay, it's green, so this is a good sign. We detect a small debris field scattered across wide areas. The debris appears to be remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful here. Use the tractor beam to try to clump up the debris for an easier collection. Leave it for now. Collect any... So this is kind of iffy. This one, though, seems to be the easiest. Alright, so we've definitely collected some there, it looks like. Let's go over here into this interstellar cloud. So the easiest way is probably deploying a probe. And the reward was 70% distribution. Harry Kim, Captain, we can now deactivate gray mode. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. Okay, the warp core is the reactor that powers the ship. Yes, I know. To generate energy, this game is not easy for dyslexic people. It continuously consumes deuterium. Depending on the reactor level, you can produce more energy, but deuterium is required. Increase the power output by selecting main engineering and switch the warp core to a higher tier. Okay. So, it's a question mark. We can... Oh, and it tells us how much it can take, so we can go all the way up here. Maybe? Do we have enough deuterium for this? How much deuterium do we have? 500. So we're okay. I think. Our energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Catherine Jane says, good. Now what about this thing? This array. Harry Kim, I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detect a Maquis vessel next to it. Check for life signs. Scan the ship for life signs, Ensign. Harry Kim, there's no one on board, Captain. Scan the array. What about the array? Harry Kim says, it seems our sensors can't penetrate it. Catherine Jane says, we'll have to see for ourselves. I want to transport a room readied and repaired. I said that backwards. It's repaired and ready. Catherine Jane says, Mr. Paris, get us a deuterium posit. We need to repair the transporter room. Heck yeah, I'm kind of having fun scanning these planets. It's giving me Mass Effect vibes. Keep track of your resources in the main HUD. Deuterium, your fuel that powers the warp drive. Your deuterium and tritanium, essential for construction and repair. Crew is needed for operating key systems and rooms. Wait, where's the crew? I don't see this resource. Harry Kim. We now have all the deuterium we need. Engineering is standing by to repair transporter, Captain. Okay, so we can repair some of these damage rooms. Damage rooms are not operational. 1. Okay. Select a room to bring up the room controls. If you have resources and work teams needed, 2, you can initiate repairs. So it depends if we have... We do have 1 worker. Okay, let's repair it. Repairing. What about you? The torpedo launch bay. We don't have any workers ready for that. Life support? We need to get this working. What do you mean life support is out? Okay, but I think this guy is just working away over here. Okay, transporter room, workshop, life support, life support, life support. Okay, so I see. It's kind of like while this room is getting fixed, we can get other stuff fixed. Now, what is this? The shuttle bay? Oh my gosh, this is so fun. This is the screen in Star Trek that you go over to map out your entire ship. So this is the Aero Shuttle Bay. I don't think we need that right now. We really need to get our other systems done. Harry Kim says, transporters are back online, Captain. Catherine J says, Mr. Paris, set course for the array. It's time we get some answers. Okay, so we hold set course. Catherine Janeway says, Ensign Kim, Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Oh, and then we can, like, maybe deck out their clothes? Like, maybe upgrade their skills? Away missions present a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. Select heroes with the matching skills for your away team. Well, I'm stuck with these guys, so... Okay, Tom Paris. and Ensign Kim. So it looks like here off to the left, where it shows challenges, it'll show there's a pilot and someone with quick wit, which Harry Kim definitely has quick wit. And so then it'll show you the areas that you might see challenges. Science areas and repairs, because that's not one of their strong suits. So when we get B'Elanna, that might be good for us. Okay. Decide an approach. Ooh, it has the the beaming sound. Decide an approach 1. Okay. And select the hero to complete the challenge with the approach skill 2. Okay. If the skill is lower than the required, then the success chance is displayed. 3. Okay. Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place, it's eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions what to do next? Okay, so look for footprints or strange noises. Scan for any life signs or strange... Okay, so we're gonna have Harry do this one. Oh, I guess not. Okay, we're gonna have Tom Paris do this one. And then scan for life signs or strange energy signatures. Okay. Harry and Tom use their tricorders to scan for life signs and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following their readings, they navigate through the corn and find a farm with people working through the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming a banjo. After a challenge, the participating team members are fatigued, 1, and their skill values are reduced, 2. Okay, so basically they go in with 25, and after they do things, they waste up a little bit of energy, which makes sense because that's humans. Let them rest for the next challenge to recover and plan ahead accordingly. Captain, this old man seems harmless. He might know what's going on here. How do we approach him? So we can just... You're fatigued. Really? So how do we, like, make sure you don't do that? How do we rest? I missed that part, didn't I? Okay. Demand to know what's going on. Try to read his body language for any cues. Argue with the facts. This can't be a farm on Earth and you want to know what's going on. Okay. Let's, yeah. Let's do this one, because this one makes more sense. Okay. Success was a number 3. Harry and Tom discreetly observe the old man, trying to analyze his body language. Something feels off. It's like he's putting on an act. They can't quite put a finger on why. The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it's not their turn yet, and he invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. Okay, you can select more than one hero for a challenge if they possess the required skill. If the accumulated skill value is equal or higher than the required number, you can have a chance to critical success. Golden part of the chance bar. Okay. So now Tom Paris is tired. The old man isn't much help. We try to find the Maquis ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially that black wall. Okay, so... Oh, I see. It's this one. But how do you, like... I guess they kind of have us blocked right now because this is the tutorial, so it's kind of restricting our movements. So obviously this is the choice to do, which is try to find the way to break the illusion of the wall. So we're going to hold Y. Success was 8. Harry and Tom try to disrupt. I need to really pronounce these words. Disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air. But before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion. The back wall dissolving shows a bluish, it's not blushing, it's bluish glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Oh my gosh. I don't remember the first episode clearly. Sometimes you have to make major decisions that influence how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with golden outlines. So these are clearly the Maquis. These people must be the missing Maquis. They are being held here, Captain. We must get them out of here. Right. So our options are... So it seems like Harry's kind of relaxed a bit. So we're going to have him wake up the half-Klingon woman. Or he can wake up the tattooed man. Well, I guess it's also because... No, B'Elanna is, she is Klingon. Your choices have consequences. Oh no! Tom hesitates, unsure of how to proceed. Before he can make a decision, the old man steps forward, a look of concern on his face. A blinded white light fills the room and anything goes black. No! I failed, didn't I? Oh, mission complete. But I failed. No? Harry Kim is now unavailable. A sudden return. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her team when Tom Paris unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened in the array? Tom Paris. Captain! Catherine Janeway. What happened over there, Mr. Paris? We lost contact with you for several hours. Tom Paris. What? We were there only a half hour, right, Harry? Harry. He was just beside me. Catherine Janeway. Well, then he's still in the array. But why were you released and not... Tom Paris. The Maquis are hailing us, Captain. Put them on screen. Chakotay. I am Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. My what? My chief engineer, B'Elanna Torres, is missing. Is she with you? Catherine Janeway. No, Commander. One of our own is missing. It seems we share a problem. It would make sense if we solve it together. Chakotay says the three of us will beam over to your ship. Face to face, despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of Chakotay and his Maquis crew in the bridge is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Chakotay says, Captain, this is Tuvok, my... Catherine J says, oh, I know who he is. I'm glad to have you back, Tuvok. I love that. Tuvok says, as I am, Captain. Commander Chakotay, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Chakotay says, were you going to deliver us to Starfleet waiting hands? Vulcan? Were you going to deliver us to Starfleet's waiting hands? Vulcan. Tuvok says, correct. However, I assure you I perform my duties aboard your ship to the highest standards. Chakotay says, charming. And I see you have Paris with you. Are you forming a Maquis Traders Club, Captain? Catherine Janeway says, you win some, you lose some, Commander. Let's focus on bringing Torres and Kim back from the array. Chakotay says, we can't get back inside. They've sealed the entrances and are blocking incoming hails. Catherine Janeway says, Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever is jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Tuvok says, Captain, the ship's status... Oh my gosh. The words are impossible today. Tuvok, Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. Imperative? I did say that word right. Imperative. We require resources in the engineering office to mobilize additional workforce. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality to first gain the access to engineering office. Okay, so I guess we're on Deck 5. So to be able to supply power to the room, you need to activate the life support unit of the corresponding deck, which is 5. Each life support unit consumes energy, so plan accordingly. Okay, so we're on 5. We need to switch on. Tuvok says, life support restored on Deck 5, Captain. Engineering office is now accessible. Catherine Janeway, and of course, it's a mess. We'll have to fix it before we can use it. Which means we have to do, like, all the following rooms, no? We can't do that. We could fix that one, but it's this one we need. So I guess it doesn't really matter if... Look at the rest of the ship. It's just trash. Okay, so I guess as long as we have a connecting room to some of the other rooms, like the main room of the floor, the life support port. So it seems if we have life support fixed on that level, then even if the room is next to another room that is damaged, this room can be repaired. So let's repair this room. Repairs in progress, says Tuvok. Tuvok, until completion, it would be logical to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and duranium. Great! Okay, let's do this, because this is fun. So we're gonna go over here. Okay, engineering office, life support activated. Provides 1 work team. Work teams are required to perform repairs, construction, and hull on board. Okay. Oh, it switched us. So I guess because the repair is done, it switched us back. Okay, deploy probes. They'll be safer. Okay. And then while that's going on, I think we already got deuterium from here. That's the probe. Did we? Did we? I think we did, right? Yeah. So we already did with that one. So let's... Can we scan the G star? No. Oh, these stars are nice. Okay, let's send us... That's 5 cycles. We're going to send here. But while we're doing that, let's get some of this going. So, can't fix that. Our torpedo bay is still down. What is this? The workshop? Our shuttle bay. Can't get that fixed. Or this. It's because we don't have a worker right now. But I think it's because we are busy. Okay. But this is ready. So Tuvok says, engineering office fully operational again, Captain. We now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Good! This is what I want. Build or repair rooms, even clearing debris, occupies work teams 1. To be able to carry out several tasks at the same time, obtain additional teams by building up or upgrading engineering offices. Okay, logically, we should now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply and maintaining their physical endurance. This requires reactivating life support on that section. So the morale bar shows your current morale. The chance to morale per cycle 2, and icons indicating your crew's needs. Okay. Open the overhead view screen. Oh, I got way too close there. Open the overview screen and switch to morale to get detailed information about your crew's needs. Okay. Your decision to ship management, food, crew, and quarters, and events affect crew morale. If morale fails to 0, the crew mutinies and the game is over. Okay. How do we do this again? No, that's not it. No, that's not it. There's got to be a way to do this. Off, please. Off, please. No backing talk. No backing talk? I'm very dyslexic right now. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so the morale is... They're starving. They're on emergency rations. We're not at mutiny level yet, it looks like, but we could get there. So, this is battery, ruined room, life support, ruined room, mess hall. Okay. So we get you on. Tuvok says, life support restored Deck 2, Captain. Access mess hall is now possible. However, it has sustained extensive damage. Emergency rations are currently deployed. After repair, the crew can access the replicator rations again. Alright, so let's get this repaired. Can we upgrade this? Oh, so we can repair it. Repairs are in progress. Tuvok says, until completion, we should address crew accommodation. The ruined room must be cleared to create room for residential sections. Okay, the ship is heavily damaged and many parts are destroyed beyond repair. To free up new building space, you must have to remove the remnants of the old. Select the room and give the order to clear debris. Remove debris takes time to pass the time travel on the map. Okay, while waiting for our work teams to finish, we should continue to collect more resources. Well, that works for me because I'm having fun doing both. So the mess hall is finished. Provides the crew with a place where they can gather meals. Okay. So that's great. Mess hall repairs are complete, Captain. We should switch to the replicator rations now. It should enhance crew well-being. With every crew cycle, your crew consumes rations. You can always use emergency rations, which don't require resources but lower morale. The crew is accustomed to premium rations made by the replicator. Those increase morale but decrease deuterium. How do you switch? Oh, it's in the mess hall. Okay. Alright, so let's get heroes management. So we're missing a part, but we can upgrade this and configures the captain's dining room with a kitchen where the fresh food rations of the crew are prepared. Unlocks normal food rations options. Okay. So we're going to let that go while that's going on. What is this? Okay. We're going to get that repairing. What is this? A science laboratory. Should probably get that next. Okay. Okay. Alright. Ruined room removal concluded. Great. Maybe we can finally rebuild some crew quarters. My back is killing me from sleeping in the corridor. It'll do wonders for morale, that's for sure. Okay, to build new rooms, select the empty room space to bring up the construction menu. If you have enough work teams and resources, you can build the room. Every room needs a corresponding area, so plan accordingly. Okay. Maintenance, crew, technology, combat, Borg. Alright, let's do crew. And mixing technology. What are we missing? Oh. We're missing technology to make a crew quarter. Office, sick bay. Oh, it's emergency quarters. Okay, I see. So we can make emergency quarters. And then they're placed based on squares. Your crew is the lifeboat of your ship. Each room requires a personnel operate it. So keep this in mind when adding new rooms or upgrades. Don't forget to provide the necessary accommodations, or morale may drop faster than you would like. Okay. Alright, we are here. Let's deploy a probe. Okay, good. Alright, now let's go here. And let's get more deuterium. That's great. Oh, we need to fix this. That's why. Wait, hold on. No! I don't know why I... Anyway. Why is this a question mark? Sick bay. We need to get this working. Okay, why is this locked? Oh, we don't have enough... Whatever. Okay, let's deploy another probe. Great. We're getting a lot more resources, which is what we need. Okay, come on. Okay, great. Now, let's go back to the ship. Let's get sickbay going. And this is in the middle of being built. I don't understand why there's a question mark here. I think it's asking if I want to do a science laboratory, torpedo launch, workshop, life support, shuttle bay. Okay, I think what we should also do is get some things going. No work teams. Okay, that's fine. Let's go travel. Did we already do this one? Yes, we did. Okay. Next. And then at this point, this is very turn-based. It almost reminds me of, like, Civilization. Because you do something and you can't do it until the next turn-based, but you have to do other things first. So, I kind of like it. Emergency quarters. The life support activated. Crammed, limited quality quarters. Okay. Alright, that's great. So, emergency quarters are ready. Can we turn this also? Removing. Repairing. One more cycle. Where is this? This is the shield generator. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get a few more things. How's morale? They're okay, but they need more homes, it seems. Everyone's pretty crammed in here. Okay. And then we should definitely get the holodeck fixed, because that'll definitely increase morale. Okay. Oh. Okay. So who's next in this quadrant? There is you. You're 4 cycles away. Okay, sick bay. The ship's primary medical facility heals injured or sick crew. Capacity to heal up to 5 crew simultaneously. Great. Okay, injured and sick crew will be placed in sickbay automatically. After treatment, they will go back to work. Increase the efficiency of the sickbay by assigning a suitable hero. Well, we need the doctor, of course. Heroes. We don't have it. Yeah, oh, yeah, because I totally forgot at the beginning of the show. He was a temporary medic. Okay. We're not gonna switch this off. We need this on. Okay, so Tom Paris, you can do that, I guess. And then we're gonna remove that. Science laboratory. I feel like we should get this fixed. Okay. So the science laboratory allows for analysts of found objects, enables research technologies in the tech tree. Produces 1+ science points, and each additional science laboratory increases the research speed. Well, that's good. Okay. Currently there's no assigning in progress. Oh, we can... Okay. Oh, okay. So hold on. This is the work tree, I guess. Cargo bay, warp drive, shuttle bay. So are these all the things that we can... These are already researched. Okay. And then they give us science points. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, well, we need to work on something that will be... Yeah, so we need to work on warp core. Or is there any, like, emergency things? Engineering offices, cargo bay, impulse engines, warp drive. We probably should get impulse going. We maybe can't. Warp drive? No. Shuttle bay? No. Arrowing shuttle bay. Negotiation tactics. Okay, well, let's get... I think main engineering working. Why is this locked? Do we need to get this working first? Small battery compartment. Plasma torch. Maybe we get the plasma torch. This seems like it might be versatile. What would it give us? Clearing ruined rooms 25% more fast. Or more resources. Okay. We'll get that going. So let's close. What are you? A phaser control room. Wow. Okay. And what are you? The aero shuttle bay. You're the torpedo launch bay. I feel like we might need this. Workshop. Okay. Well, let's get some life support on this deck. We are missing items. Okay, that's fine. All right. Let's get... Oh, that was so close. Okay. Let's travel here. The ruined room is dismantled. Great. We need technology, combat. We need maintenance, engineering office, cargo bay, large cargo bay, technology, combat. No, so basically what we need is probably just more crew quarters. Yeah. Oh, but that's like a waste, no? Because it's... we can't, no. We could, though, so we do one here, and then we do another one here. Okay, no, that's pretty empty anyway. We could dismantle the rooms, I guess. Can't study anything. Okay, so that's going. We need to get this repaired. Look at that. The morale is not good. Okay, let's do premium rations. Replicator rations are now issued to the crew captain. Oh, they weren't before? Oh my gosh, of course they were mad. No, that makes sense. Wait, what? What's going on? Tuvok, Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Okay, Catherine Janeway. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. The caretaker. Ugh, who is this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you! Why are you back? You don't have what I need. Tom Paris. I remember that voice, Captain. The old guy in the banjo, though he seemed a lot less jellyfish back in the Ray. Catherine Janeway. I am Captain Janeway, the starship at Voyager. That's not how she'd say that. Of the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Is that something she would say? Caretaker, your people. Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Appeal to his humanity. Tell us where we are. Try to intimidate. Give him back. Let Chakotay talk. Or scan the array for Harry and B'Elanna. So this chance is 100%. Okay, well, let's do that. I won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array for life signs of Harry and Taurus. No sign of them, Captain. No humanoid life forms indicate at all. Who or what are we talking to right now? Okay. Let's try this one. Appeal to his humanity. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They are a responsibility. The caretaker says, I understand, but I had no choice. There just isn't enough time. Catherine Janeway says, time for what? Caretaker says, I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Find something that cannot be found. Offer help. What kind of debt? I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Did I just make up a whole sentence? Like, okay, I need to go to the bathroom. So just like give me like a second, you know? Okay, so far I'm really enjoying this game. This is a long tutorial, but I'm having fun, so it's okay. Okay, offer your help. What kind of debt? What kind of debt? Maybe we can help. Caretaker, weren't you listening? It can't be repaid. All I can do is protect them. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. Tom Paris, we've been cut off, Captain. Damn it. We haven't gotten any closer to Harry or Taurus. Chakotay, you've managed to get him to open up a bit. Maybe Starfleet diplomacy isn't so bad after all. Tuvok says, Captain, if I may. I've observed that the array has been sending energy pulses toward the 5th planet of the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our mission's crew location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. Catherine Janeway, it's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Commander? Chakotay, it seems our paths are intertwined, Captain. Let's see this opportunity to find our people and bring them back. Catherine Janeway, agreed. Mr. Paris, take the helm again. Let's find our people. Set a course to the 5th planet in the neighboring system. Maximum warp, says Catherine Janeway. So the sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can either travel directly to another system, or you can scan the system first and select a specific pole to visit. So how do we know which planet it is? I don't understand. Okay, so clear more ruined room. These are all other things. Oh, no, the caretaker is telling us in the corner. Clear more ruined rooms. Build emergency quarters for the entire crew. Investigate the 5th planet. Oh, I see. It's down here. Okay, so there's the sector. This is where Voyager is. It wants us to go here. And we're using maximum warp, which uses quite a bit of power. Emergency quarters have been built. Okay. We just don't have any more room for this kind of stuff. Tom Paris is acting life support. Should probably get this torpedo launch bay working. It's going to take us 3 cycles to get there. The life support seems to be working in this area, though. That's good. Aero shuttle bay. And the phaser control room. We can't fix this because we need more... What is that? Deuterium? We need more whatever that is. Resources. Okay, system. So it's telling us where we are. Hey, this is cool. That was fun. Get me back in that focus ship. Was it... Okay. Well, that angle was cool. Okay, anyway. It's this planet. The Okapa. Okapa? The Okapa? I can't remember what the race name is. Torpedo launch bay has been fixed, which is good. Great. Let me get that going. Now, we need to get you fixed. We need more... Okay. While we're here... Plasma torch. Okay. So that's studied. So this can temporarily provide up to 120 stored energy before gray mode gets activated. Okay. Oh! There's a whole bunch of options. Okay, crew quarters. Accommodates 10 crew quarters. Yeah, let's get this working. And morale threshold. Inspired workforce. I see. And then science. Hydroponics bay. This will be very useful. We need to work on that. Okay. While that's going on, we're here. Okay. Oh, Tom Paris. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? Return later. Continue. What is that other ship? Is that supposed to be the Maquis ship? I guess it is. Tom Paris. There we are, Captain. And I might say, what a ride. Voyager handles like a dream. Responsive. Agile. Catherine Janeway, don't get too carried away, Mr. Paris. Let's see what we have here. A new lead. Following the array's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with harsh, unforgivable landscape. Are Harry and Kim and B'Elanna perhaps held in this place? Tom Paris, what's so special about this ugly old space rock? You had to say it the way he did. Space rock. I feel like that's how the actor used to say it. Okay, so do we general scan of the planet or we check the energy impulses? So according to this is a chance of 100%. Okay, well, let's do that. Anything noteworthy about the energy impulses? They're consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of desert. I recommend a away team investigate the area. There's something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by a 0.47 seconds since we have left the array. They're getting faster, says Janeway. The entity said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we better hurry. Okay, prepare an away team or do a general scan of the planet. Let's see what we can learn about this planet. Tom Paris says it has all the basic characteristics of a Class M planet, but no ocean or river or nothing. However, there are settlements. Would anyone want to live there? Analyze the planet's atmosphere. Leave it at that. I think we're good. Strange, but intriguing. Prepare an away team. We'll examine this world firsthand. Does that mean Janeway's going down? I can't remember what happened in the show. Tom Paris says, Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. Oh, no. I think this is... Well, yeah. Okay, Catherine Janeway. On screen. It's Neelix! Okay, that's not who I thought it was, but anyway. First contact. A peculiar alien with mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Maquis have ever seen a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant? Neelix. Greetings. Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Catherine Janeway says, would we find anything, mister? Neelix says, Neelix! Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess. You were whisked away somewhere in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Catherine Janeway. Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Neelix. 1,000 times. Well, 100 times. Maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. Catherine Janeway. The caretaker? The Neelix. That's what the Mpaka call him. Oh my gosh, I just realized. Mpaka. Nkampa? The Okampa. That is what their race is called. The Okampa call him. They probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Okampa. But Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You can use a guide, but of course, a guide needs a little, you know. Catherine Janeway. Compensation? Sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void foals have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome, says Neelix. Janeway says, if you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. Neelix says, it's a deal. Great. Rebuild Voyager and explore the system, skipping cycles until Neelix is ready to talk. Okay, well this one's only a cycle away. Okay, we need that. This is 2 cycles away. How much is our morale doing? Tuvok says, Captain, I need to address the lack of quarters. Many are sleeping in the quarters and morale is suffering. I suggest building a new quarter so more people can sleep on their own beds. Okay, build enough quarters to accommodate all the crew. A quarter problem. Enough quarters to accommodate all crew. Okay. Neelix, what a delicious meal. A culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comfortable, smooth yet vibrant cohesion. What is it called again? Tuvok says tomato soup. Neelix says tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alpharanian pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Tuvok says, Mr. Neelix, I am pleased you are enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah, yes. Your missing crew, right? Scan the southern quadrant and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At the foot, you will find the Kazan Olga encampment. Kazan Olga? One Kazan section of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, they can be reasoned with. Catherine Janeway says, I thought you said the Okampa had our people. Neelix says, well, the Okampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. my old pal Malaj Jebin, the Olga leader, you might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit of a gruff. He owes me a favor. Ask more question about the case on Olga. Ogla. Yeah, Ogla. Anything we should know about these K's on Ogla? Water's precious comedy around these parts. The Ogla mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy might go a long way. Send away team. Very well. Prepare your away team. You accommodate them, Mr. Neelix. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, first of all, let's scan the array. Good, because we need some of that. Now, it'll take 1 cycle to get us there. We need to build more crew quarters. We don't have enough. That's annoying. It's just that space that's empty, but we could... We'll get all of these removed, and it'll be down the hall from the mess hall and the shield generator. Okay. Now... Oh. How do we... Morale. Emergency quarters are not great. 26 crewmen without quarters. Okay. Crew. Oh, we can also get ex-Borg in here. That's fun. That's so much fun. We can just collect Borg. Heroes. Which we have options of. And then combat. Okay. What was this? X? Oh, okay. Well, we'll just... I think it's just telling us we can just go here. So let's go back here to the Okapa. Tom Perry says, Captain, we have reached our destination. Orders? Send away the team. Send away the team? Send the team away team. Okay. Let's send Tuvok and Chakotay. Recommended traits. The Taxilian. Taxilian. Talaxian, which is Neelix, and a survivalist, which is Chakotay. So we're good here. So let's start the mission. The away team materializes on a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and the sandy winds whips into their eyes. Not wipes into their eyes. Oh my gosh. I might need to end this recording soon because my pronunciation is awful. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? Okay, so we get the survivalist. It's recommended because it's in green. Orient yourself using the cardinal points. Cardinal points. Struggle through the vantage points. I'm out of choosing this. Okay, let's choose Chakotay here. Okay, so the success rate is 3 here. Using his survival skills of the position of the sun, Chakotay determines the cardinal directions. He navigates the team through the rocky valley, eventually leading a reach of rocky ledge. Did we get resources? Gaining a better view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot a Kazon Olga sediment. However, the wind is picking up and the massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. Okay, so we have options here. Build a temporary shelter from what you can find, or analyze the area and evaluate the best cover for the storm. So we can have Tuvok do this. We do get rewards for this one, but this one we get more energy, whereas the next one you get science. But there's... I'm not sure what these are. Are these the points that are required for this? It might be how much energy is going to be used out of that person. So for example, oh, it's showing us. So for example, if we look up here, Tuvok has 25 out of 25 for Starfleet knowledge. He has 45 out of 45 for tricorder. And he has 18 out of 18 for science. So we get 10 plus science, but we're going to use a lot of science to do this. Whereas with Neelix, He has 45 out of 45 out of his space knowledge, and 20 out of 20 for his repairs. And it looks like it's recommending this one, because it's green, because of the rewards. But actually, yeah, maybe we go with this one. Or, yeah, this one's actually better. Because, the other reason why I decided that is because the game's recommending the science to us, so I'm wondering if maybe that'll be a better outcome. So then it did just show us that there is a bit of a higher chance with this one. So, come on, give us a good one. No! A failure? No, the team wastes too much energy setting on a cover spot. The sandstorm comes upon them with full force. They stumble into a blinking sandstorm before finally scrambling a secure place. And we lost morale points here. After what seems like an eternity, the sandstorm subsides. The away team emerges, bruised and battered, sets off in the direction of the Kazon Olga settlement. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, this is like space risk. Okay. So it looks like Neelix should do the introduction here. We've reached the settlement. How should we approach the people here? Let's let Neelix deal with this. Imagine we got the 1 -%. Okay, so Neelix bounds forward, greeting the Kazon Olga in his usual boisterous manner. The women and children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The men approach cautiously, weapon in hand. The tall Kazon emerges from the settlement, and Jabin, their leader, at the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman looks nothing like a Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around the corner. Oh no. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us believe. How should we appease him, Captain? Assure them of no bad intentions, which you get plus rewards for this one. Which is tempting because we might need that because we really kind of let our team down there. Demonstrate strength to keep Kazon at bay, which we could do with Tuvok. Or offer water in exchange for the information about the Empaka. So if we were to do this, which would be high. This one is... Oh, we could do it together. Okay. Are you kidding me? No way! The away team calmly explains their peaceful intentions, emphasizing their desire to find their missing crew. Their diplomatic approaches eases the tension, and Jabin explains that the Akapa live underground. Their access controlled by the caretaker, who provides their only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised woman as he's holding a slave, an Okapa. He explains that she is one of the few who have managed to reach the surface. Suddenly, Neelix grasps a phaser. He points it at Jabin and demands the Okapa woman to be set free, which I guess I got morale points back for that, but like, sometimes certain approaches and away missions bear additional risks. Dangerous approaches marked by danger levels indicated by 1. Failing such a challenge can result in injuries or even fatalities. Greetings are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. Appeal with a careful withdraw. Tactical retreat. Run. Secure the retreat with a phaser fire. I don't want to do both. I don't want to run. I feel like appease and carefully withdraw. I don't know. They're all kind of sweating a bit though, aren't they? Well, Tuvok's the only one who hasn't used anything, so your choices have consequences. I know, and thankfully we were green. So the away team has laid down cover fire, forcing the Kazon to take cover. This allows them to minimize their exposure to the enemy. Jabin, through Furious, seems to acknowledge the away team fighting skills, and they escape with no casualties. Bro, it was... Oh, and then they're all leveled up. Okay. Alright, so more than gratitude. Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he rescued a woman kissing passionately. How deep does the relationship go between the two of them? So Neelix explains, "My dearest Kes, didn't I promise I'd save you?" Kes says, "I knew you'd come for me, my love." Catherine Janeway says, "You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix." Kes says, "He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me." As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the Caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the Caretaker sealed it away with a security barrier. Tuvok says, "We may be able to transport through the barrier if it has the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary." Catherine Janeway says, "Excellent idea, Kes. Can you help us once we've located the breach?" Kes says, "Of course. It's the least I can do." Catherine Janeway says, "I am grateful now. I am grateful. Now, we have things to do. Ask Kes what she knows about the Caretaker. Ask Kes and how Neelix met. That's not necessary. Ask Kes why she came to the surface." So let's ask what she knows about the Caretaker. "What can you tell us about the Caretaker?" Kes says, "For generations, he has proven the Uncompo with food, water, and energy." This is how she talks. "He has provided the Uncompo with food, water, and energy, and protection from the outside world." Catherine Janeway says, "Any idea what he does it, or where it comes from?" Kes says, "No, we do not have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends." Okay, ask Kes why she came to the surface. Kes, "If it's so dangerous on the surface, why did you leave your home?" says Catherine Janeway. Kes says, "I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for freedom and discovering new things and learning about myself." Kes says, "Seeing my people so dependent on the Caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We once possessed telepathic abilities, but these entropide..." What word is that? Atropide. Atropide? Atropid. Are we Googling that word, dude? How to pronounce? Not oh my gosh, ads. Atrophied. These atrophied over many generations, said Kes. Okay, we have things to do. Alright, so we get on the transporter signal amplifier, and Kes will go straight to sickbay and have you examined. Okay, Tuvok says, "Captain, the science lab is back online. We can start researching the signal amplifier." Catherine Janeway says, "Computer, initiate emergency medical holograph program." Hell yeah. Introducing the doctor. With no other options available, Captain Janeway activates the Voyager's medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. The doctor, please state the nature of the medical emergency. Catherine Janeway, "Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now, and this patient, Kes." Doctor, "There's no need for concern. I am capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken hernia, a few minor bruises, grazes. Nothing I cannot handle. You are in most capable hands, young lady." Kes says, "Thank you, doctor. It's very kind of you." Catherine Janeway says, "I expect you to do your best, doctor." The doctor, "Do my best. Captain, I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and a sickbay to reorganize." Okay, the pursuit of happiness. "Captain, I sense a heaviness upon the crew's spirit. Being stranded in the Delta Quadrant has taken its toll. A small gesture like improving quarters, better meals, or a time on the holodeck might boost morale. Some crew could leave." Leave where? Where are they gonna leave to? What do you mean? Okay, so gain at least 5 morale per cycles for 15 cycles. Let's do that. We need to get the holodeck repaired, but we need some okay, so let's send ourselves here, because we need to pick up some material. Good. Okay, we have cycles to accomplish this task. Sure, we'll build an additional cargo bay. Full storage. Ensign Aram. "Captain, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the cargo bay is overfilling. If we find more of these resources, we'll know where to put it. We just have to leave it behind. I was wondering if we could expand the storage." Okay, that's not a bad idea. Let's go back here. And let's go to our ship. Where is our storage bay? That's the phaser control. Workshop. What is this? Transporter. Main engineering. Okay, so we need one of these rooms, maybe. Okay. No. I need to go back here. Okay. Oh, they do one large ship. Okay, maintenance, crew, technology, combat. It's probably maintenance, right? Engineering, cargo bay. We need one of those. It's such a weird place to put a cargo bay. Like, up here? We can move these, right? Like, that would be nice. Okay. Oh, no life support. Okay. We need more material. Okay. Alright, well, while that's going on, let's go to ship. And we're gonna name Tom Paris actually the doctor. Manage patients. And switch off. Okay, so now the doctor is set as our hero here. Engineering office. Assign a hull to repair. Oh, so you could like specifically sign things. Okay. Dismantle. Yes, you can dismantle some rooms. Dismantle. Stellar cartography. Do we need this room? Oh, no, we need it right now. Transporter room. Oh, the science lab. Crew quarters remaining. Transporter signal amplifier. Okay. Your analysis. Oh, let's put a hero in the science lab. We don't have time to put the doctor in there. We'll put Tuvok in here for now. You can do science in there. Now mess hall. We can probably put Neelix in here now, because Neelix is the ship doctor. Or the cook. For God knows how long. The bridge. Management. Combat allies. Interesting. Okay. Now, we need to get this repaired, but we can't. Okay. Now what? That's not it. Nope. Okay, here we go. We need to get a cargo bay going, but it's gonna be used for 5 cycles. So, can we go back on the planet? No. That's 2 cycles away, 3 cycles. We need to get something far away, you know? So then that way at least our cargo bay is built. So, let's go all the way over here, just so that we can use half of our cycles. The transporter signal amplifier has the blueprints now, okay? So access the tech tree to research new upgrades. This way you can upgrade rooms or unlock passive bonuses to improve efficiency. Certain technologies first require an upgrade of the tier 1 of technology category. Unlock a new tech costs research points. Research points are produced by active science labs but can be gained as rewards. Captain, the blueprints for the signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production, we need to repair the workshop. Right. Okay, well, let's get that going. We have 2 cycles until that's finished. And before we do this, at least for now, we're gonna fly over here just so we can use up some time. There we go. So now the cargo bay is built. Each cargo bay can only store 1 type of resource. Build more cargo bays or upgrade existing ones to increase the amount you can store. The crew is happy with the fulfilled promise, Captain. Okay, that's great. So, maybe we... Oh, where we're out of both food and this. We'll do this one, because we need room for that. Okay, and... we're going to remove cycle of that one. Do we have other cargo bays? Or is it just that one? Because I don't know where everything else is being stored then. You're the navigation room. The torpedo launch bay. Transporter room. Workshop. Stellar cartography. We still have some rooms we have to fill. Okay, the workshop is now fully functional. Workshop prepared, Captain. We can produce the signal amplifier. Great. Okay. Now that we've done that. Over there. No, we still need materials. So, let's... leave the storage alone. Focus on salvaging parts from from other parts of the ship. Destroy the vessel and salvage the debris. No, I want to... 70% reward distribution. Lost during full storage. In total stored. What is this? Deuterium at max capacity. New tutorial entry discovered. Okay, so deuterium is at full capacity. Let me, please. There's no one sick in here. Okay, I think my brain is losing it for the day. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to call it here, because this was just a test video. But there is more to come. I just think that I might need some time to like think and rest. So that's what I'm thinking right now. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sarah. I am the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming, as well as arts, crafts, and various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas, as I am a philosophy major, and when I'm not bored, I might travel places, and I might post about it. So far, I'm really enjoying this game. It's a little strange. There's a lot to do, but I think I really like this game. There's just a lot of fun I'm having. Now I get to figure out how to save. Anyways, don't worry, there will be more coming back. But for now, I'm going to leave it here. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of this, let me know. Because otherwise I'm going to play this on my own time. All right, bye now.